Okay. So guys, first of all, I'm giving my introduction. And after my introduction, if you have any question regarding your career, regarding the course, if you have any question, you can please raise your hand, and then one by one we'll talk with everyone and resolve your queries. So first of all, myself, Ankit Narula, I have total 11 years of experience in the IT industry. Out of this 11 years of experience, in first 3 years, I worked in Oracle applications as a techno-functional consultant, where we are writing SQL queries, PLSQL queries, modifying forms, creating reports as per our client requirement. And from last 8 years, I'm working on topmost two cloud platform which we have it in market, Azure and AWS. I'm working on both the clouds from last 8 years. And I'm working even on their Azure admin also. I'm working on Azure DevOps also. I'm working on AWS Associate. And I'm working on AWS DevOps also. So currently I'm working on these 4 things in my organization. And this is about me. Now, if you have any question regarding anything you want to ask, you can please raise your hand and we'll talk with you guys. And before that, I just give if you have any queries regarding the training, anything you have, you can email to our support team also. And batch timing is 7 AM IST. Duration is 45 days. Course fees is 5,900. And I'm sharing the WhatsApp group link in the chat box. If you are not there in the WhatsApp group, you can join our WhatsApp group using the link which I've shared in the chat box. Or if you want to talk to someone, you can talk to our team also by using these numbers also. So these are the numbers with the help of you can talk, or if you are in the WhatsApp group, you can even contact our WhatsApp group admins also. They will help you to resolve your queries also whenever you have any query. And even I'm going to share these numbers in the chat box also. So I have shared these numbers in the chat box. You can contact them. Now, if you have any question, you can please raise your hand. Yes, Pratap.
Okay, hi Ankit, good morning. So
Good morning,
I
Pratap.
wanted to know, like, are you going to cover both certification point of view also?
This training will help you to work in real time. This training will help you to clear the interview. This training will not help you to clear certification. Pratap, there is a reason behind. Because when you're going to work in real time or when you're going for an interview, your certification will not provide you the job.
That's correct. You know,
Let me complete, Pratap. The knowledge which you have, the work in real time, the work which you are going to do, that will not help you go with the certification. Practical knowledge will help you to work in real time and to clear the certification. Sorry, to work in real time, clear the interview. So now I'll come to your certification point of view. For certification provide at the end of the training, I'm providing you a dump. With the help of that dump, you can easily clear the certification also.
Okay.
These are the things will you get from my side. Okay, so here you will get a dump also at the end of it. And these dumps are 100% reliable. You can 100% rely on these dumps and you can clear the certification also.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, do you have some set of examples, like which you already some sets, right? Already based on some previous sessions, or based on previous certification who attended, right? So do you have those kind of sets available from your side?
Those things are called as dumps.
Okay.
The previous question, the students which have done those things are called as dumps. These are whenever I'm providing, this is the latest dump I'm going to provide to you, Pratap.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. And near 70% of the question will always come from these particular dumps. Okay. So with the help of that, you can easily clear your certifications for that.
Yeah, understand.
Okay. Any more questions, Pratap?
No, I'm fine with it.
Okay. Anyone have any more questions? Yes, sir.
So, as a learner, as a fresher, not fresher, as a learner, how come directly we can attend administrator? You cover a basic level plus as well as a associate level to admin, because some prior knowledge is required, right? As
No.
admin.
To learn this particular code, there is no prerequisite. If you want to go for a certification, yes, that time we have AZ 900, but this is completely optional. So no prerequisite to learn this particular course. Whatever you require, those all things we are going to cover in this particular training session.
Okay, so you make as a associate to admin completely, end to end, right? In this course.
So you don't need any prerequisite to learn this particular code. Little bit of basic knowledge of Linux, if you have, that's good. If you don't have, that also we are covering in this particular training.
Oh, that's really great. So you will show everything in the live only, right?
Correct. This is completely a practical training. I can say just 5% of training will be theory, because definitely to learn something, little bit of theory knowledge we require. Okay, so I can say 95% of the training is completely a practical training.
So this Azure, is this also a free creating all virtual machines and all? We need to pay something for practice.
No, we are getting a free quota. How much free quota you are getting it, we'll discuss in upcoming session.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you so much.
Even in this one, you are getting actually 2 types of free quotas. You are getting it for first 30 days. You are getting a credit. You can use anything for first 30 days under that particular credit. Okay. After 30 days, for 12 months, you are getting a free quota. Under that, you need to use only free services.
Oh, okay, great. Great. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Anyone have any more questions? Yes, Hussein, you can unmute.
Which would be the best course for database administrator? Like I'm an actual database administrator. So
here is the one.
So DP 900 and
DP 300.
300. Okay.
Fundamentals, I earlier said that fundamentals are optional. Okay. No need to go for fundamentals.
Okay. And okay. Azure as well as AWS, both the things will be same, right?
Sorry, can you please repeat your question?
From Azure perspective, we can choose DP 300. From AWS perspective,
that will be the different one.
A different one. Okay.
Definitely, because these are the certification path which you are able to see in my screen. This is only for Azure, not for AWS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more questions, sir?
No, thank you very much.
Yes, good. You can unmute. Daneshwar, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah. Good morning, Ankit. This is Daneshwar. Yeah. So regarding AWS and Azure, so can we complete both courses simultaneously?
If you have time, definitely yes, you can go with both also.
Yeah, and we want. So I want to join the same batch, your batch. So is there any next class of AWS?
AWS batch I'm going to start at by end of this particular month. Then you can join that one. Recently, I've started a batch on 13th of June, which is actually already completed near
Okay.
about 10 sessions. That might be quite difficult for you to go with those things. So in our upcoming days, whenever I'm going to plan my AWS batch, you can join that also.
Okay. And
Okay.
what is the process to complete the registration process? I mean, visa, etc.
Whatever the details which you require, Ganeshwar, we are going to share in our WhatsApp group. I just want to know,
Okay.
are you in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah,
Okay.
I already joined the group.
Okay, you have already joined. That's good. I am again sharing the WhatsApp group link in the chat box. Okay. If you guys are not there, you can please join the WhatsApp group using the link.
Okay. Thanks,
Okay.
Ankit.
Thank you. Any more question? Okay. And I'm sharing my course content link also in the chat box. So you guys can please check the course content. If you have any doubt regarding what things we are covering in this training or what we are not covering it, you can check by using the link which I've shared in the chat box. Yes, Kumar.
Yeah, hi Ankit, good morning. Thanks for
Good morning.
the opportunity. So I have an experience on 10 plus. So I have working on AWS past to 5+ years.
Okay.
So I got an opportunity with the Azure as well now. So shall I get the course in the parallelly like Azure administration and Azure DevOps at the same time?
Azure DevOps, we have already started a batch last month. So that batch is already completed near about 30%.
Okay.
If you want, you can join that batch and you can cover
Okay.
those things which we have already learned.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the Azure admin batch. We have started Azure DevOps batch. Timing is 6 p.m. IST.
Okay.
Azure DevOps batch.
Okay.
You can join that batch also. If you need any details, you can contact our team. Okay.
Sure.
Or you can email to me also. Here is my email ID.
Sure.
I'm sharing my email ID in the chat box. You can contact to me also, or you can contact to our support team.
Sure.
I just
Ankit.
want to know, Kumar, are you in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I'm in the WhatsApp group. Yes.
You can even contact WhatsApp group admins also.
Sure, definitely.
Okay, definitely they will also help you to join the Azure DevOps batch also.
Okay. Yeah.
Regarding this particular batch, Azure admin batch 149, we'll share all the details in the WhatsApp.
Sure, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Kumar.
Hey, good morning, Ankit.
Good morning, Vinu.
As to add that question, like more, I'm also having a 10 plus years of experience, and I took a break of 3 years, and I've joined back. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm good at Linux administration.
Okay.
So if I take 104 a course, is it, I mean, like how easy for me to Azure DevOps, like how it will make me easy, this will help me to understand more, or it is two both are different.
So if I talk about concept, why definitely both are different thing, but yes, in Azure DevOps, we need to learn it. To learn it also, we need to use few things which we are actually going to learn in Azure admin training also.
Okay.
But whenever you're applying for jobs, we know nowadays every client is looking for a person who can work on multiple things.
Right.
Okay. So whenever you're applying for jobs, you will find always Azure admin plus Azure DevOps jobs.
Okay.
And even if I talk about a package, let's example, you have a job available in the market only for Azure admin.
Mhm.
Or if I talk about where you have available jobs for both the option, which person will get more package? Definitely which person who's working on multiple things.
Right.
So if I talk as per package also, you will get more package. Yeah. Okay, and even more jobs are available for multiple works.
I mean, my question is like, which order is best? Like Azure after Azure.
Admin plus DevOps. After the DevOps. First admin, then the DevOps part will be easy for you to understand the DevOps part
Okay.
more easily.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
that's
Thank
the
you.
best order. If you want to go with first DevOps and then admin, you can go for that also. But as per your question, best order is admin plus then DevOps.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more questions, you know?
No, no. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Vinu. Anyone have any more questions? Okay. Look like no one has any more questions. So we'll start with our demo session where we are going to discuss about what is Azure. Now, whenever a word comes Azure, AWS, GCP, Oracle Cloud, IBM Cloud, what all these things? These things are called as cloud computing. These things are called as cloud. But all these clouds are work based on cloud computing, which we can access from any part of the world. These cloud computing services, we can access from any part of the world. We can access from India also, we can access from Australia also, we can access from US, from any part of the world we can access. But to access this particular cloud, what we need a network. We need a public network or we need a private network. What is public network? The network which we are using right now, the normal internet connection we are using to connect to this Zoom meeting, that is called as public network. But what is private network? The network which is used in organization, which we can also call it as VPN. That particular VPN is called as private network. So by using any of the network, we can access these cloud computing services. And we can access these cloud computing services from any of the device. We can access from our mobile phone, from laptops, from our tabs. From anywhere, we can access these cloud computing services. And we can access these cloud computing services for anything, for any application, for using their only infrastructure, for storage purpose, for any of the reason you want to use, you can use these cloud computing services. You can store your data. You want to create any application, you can create your own application also in cloud computing. Now, here are some features of cloud computing we have. Don't worry, I'm not going in much more definition of these features, but yes, I'm going to discuss 2 points, the very important points in cloud computing. Security. In cloud computing, we are getting it one of the best security features. Now, let's take example, any client is using on-premises right now. On-premises they are using right now. What is on-premises? Where the servers which client is using, that servers are there in his office location. But these cloud computing servers are not in our office, they're in Azure office. We can access it just by using the internet. We can access these cloud computing from our laptop by using internet. But if you are using on-premises, in on-premises security, we need to install softwares. It is our responsibility to install those softwares to get a best security. To install those software, definitely we need to purchase those softwares. Yes. And think about how much money we need to invest for on-premises servers And for on-premises server to buy those particular software, we need to invest. Whenever we need an internet connection also to work on on-premises. And we need an internet backup also. We need electricity backup also for all on-premises servers. So think about how much investment we need to do to work on-premises. Near about, if we talk about, it can be go to near about 10 to 15 lakh rupees. Minimum we need to do investment. But in cloud computing, do we need to invest something before we start working on cloud computing? Only 2 rupees. And the 2 rupees also, we will get refund from Azure within 3 to 5 working days. Just to validate our card details, they are taking 2 rupees, and 2 rupees also we will get refund in 3 to 5 working days. So how much investment we are going to do? Only 0 rupees. But if you are going to use on premises, before starting off anything, you need to do some investment. Let's take example. Now our servers are older, of 5 years older servers. Definitely after every few months or years in market, we are getting something new. So we need to upgrade our servers also. Again, to upgrade our servers, again, we need to invest. But whenever we are working on cloud, do we need to worry about those upgradation of servers? No. We don't need to worry about the upgradation of those servers. So that is why every client is nowadays switching to cloud computing. So they don't need to worry about the server. They don't need to maintain those servers. They don't need to hire a team, special team to maintain those servers. They don't need internet backup. They don't need electricity backup. They don't need to worry about any of the things to work on cloud computing. They can only concentrate on their work. They don't need to think about something additional except their application or the website, whichever they are going to build on cloud platform. And in cloud platform, we are getting it one of the best security features also. The one which we are getting it from Azure. Next is pay as you. If I'm using that particular Azure service only for 1 hour, do I need to pay for full day? Or do I need to pay for 1 week or 1 month? No. If I'm using that particular service for 1 hour, I only need to pay for 1 hour. I don't need to even pay for additional minute. So this is the beauty of cloud computing. If you are using that particular service only for 1 hour, you only need to pay for 1 hour. You don't need to pay for full week or for full month. No, you don't need to pay for that. That's the good thing about cloud computing service providers. Now coming to types of cloud computing. We have 2 types of models in cloud computing. One is called deployment model. Other one is called service model. Private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud. In service model, we have 3: IaaS, SaaS, and PaaS. What is public cloud? In Azure, we have a service called virtual machine. That particular service is called as public cloud. Because under this particular service, we can create in that way our infrastructure that we can access publicly. Like if I talk about a website, we can access a website publicly. So in under this particular virtual machines, we can create a website. You want to store anything, you can store anything. You want to create any application, you can create any application also. Now, so you can access this public cloud from any part of the world, but the only thing is you need some credentials to access this particular public cloud. And next is private cloud. On-premises cloud is called as private cloud also. It is also called as internal cloud or corporate cloud also. Even in Azure, we have a service called VPC. That particular service we can also consider under private cloud. Why it is called as private cloud? Because under our cloud also, Azure cloud also, we can create our own personal space. We can consider it as a private cloud. And even on premises also, clouds are also called as private cloud. The clouds which is used only in their organization, those clouds are also called as private cloud. Combination of both public and private cloud are called as hybrid cloud. Combination of public plus private cloud are called as hybrid cloud. So these are three deployment models we have. Next is service model. IaaS, infrastructure as a service. All the cloud platform whichever we have in market, all are called as infrastructure as a service. Why it is called as infrastructure as a service? Because we are going to use their infrastructure. Let's say example, I'm going to create one virtual machine, or I want to store some data. So definitely we are going to use their servers, their RAM, their CPU, their hard disk. We are going to use. So that is where every cloud platform, whichever we have in the market, are called as infrastructure as cloud. Not just these three which I mentioned in my PPT, AWS, Azure, GCP. Every cloud is called as infrastructure as a service. Next is platform as a service. In Azure, we have a service called Azure App Service. That particular service is called as platform as a service. Why it is called as platform as a service? Because under this particular service, you just need to upload your code. Whatever the infrastructure is required, that is completely taken care by the Azure. You just need to only upload your code. Whatever the infrastructure which system needs to create, that is taken care by the Azure. We don't need to create any of the infrastructure for work on this particular service app service. Next is software as a service. We all are using Gmail, Dropbox. What are these things? These things are called as software as a service, which we can access from web applications also, even from mobile apps. So these things are called as software as a service. So these are the types of cloud computing we have. And regarding in this particular service called virtual machine app service, you will learn in our upcoming session when we'll come to this particular services. In more depth, you will understand in our upcoming session. So this is what we have only about cloud computing we have discussed. Now we'll come to the Azure. Azure is started by a company called Microsoft. We all know what is Microsoft. The Windows operating system which I'm using right now, it is also I'm using from a company called Microsoft. And in which year they have started? They have started in year 2010 as a name Windows Azure. But in 2014 has been renamed as Microsoft Azure. So now it is called as Microsoft Azure. They have their servers in all over the world in more than 140 countries. They have their servers. If you want to check the complete details where in which country they have the servers, here I have given the link also. Here we'll get the information about their servers. Let me open this particular link. Even with this particular map, we'll get the current location of their satellites also, where the current location of their satellites we have. Taking some time. I'm sharing this link in the chat box also with you guys. You guys can open this particular link in your browsers. See here. Here. Yes. Dots we are able to see here. Green color dots, these are their regions. So here we are getting it. See, here we are. These are upcoming regions, which the gray dots are upcoming regions. In Australia, they have 3 right now. So here we can see the complete details about the this is in Europe. And here we can see in America also, we can see that. In North America, we are able to see. So here we'll get the all. And then one more thing, Azure is working on one thing where they are going to put their servers underwater. They are working on that particular thing. This is in under testing process, and soon might be they'll launch some regions underwater also in upcoming days. It is in testing process right now. It is not yet completed, but yes, definitely it will take some time to complete these things also. But till that time, whatever the regions we have, those are on land. But in upcoming days, we'll see those regions in underwater also will get in Azure. And currently they are already working on wind energy and solar energy. You can see here yellow dots which you are able to see here. These are wind energy and solar energy dots which you are able to see. They are already working on that one to save electricity. In India, they don't have, but in other countries, they have solar energy and wind energy. So here you can see the complete map of AWS regions. Now, trial subscription. Now, what is this trial subscription? Whenever you are going to create your Azure account, let's a minute, let me do some changes in this. Now it has been changed to 15,008. Now, Whenever you're going to create your Azure account, for first 30 days, you will get a free credit. For first 30 days, you will get a free credit from Azure side. How much credit you will get? 200 US dollars, or in Indian rupees, you will get 15,800 Indian rupees. You will get. It means for first 30 days, you can use any AWS service which is coming under free quota or paid one. If you are under this particular credit, you don't need to pay any single rupee for that. If you use any free service, or if you are going to use any paid service also for first 30 days, you don't need to pay a single rupee to Azure if you are under your credit. Yeah, if you are going to exceed your credit limit, then definitely you need to pay something. Otherwise, you don't need to pay a single rupee if you are under this particular credit of 15,800 rupees, or in US dollars, you will get 200 US dollars. Now, after 30 days, you will get a quota of 12 months free. After 30 days, you will get a quota of 12 months free. Means after 30 days, for next 12 months, you have few services which are coming under your free quota. Under this free quota, you will get few services quota free for per month. For next 12 months, you will get per month free quota to use those particular services. And even under those services, they are giving the category also. You need to use this particular option for to use that particular free quota. Which option I'm going to teach you whenever I'm teaching you that particular topic. I tell you that this particular type is coming under your free quota. Other than that particular type, if you're going to use any other type, after 12 months, you need to pay a bill for that. And don't worry, Azure is not going to charge you automatically. They are not in India, they are not going to deduct automatically some rupees from your card. No, you need to pay that one. Till that time, you're not paying manually. They are not going to deduct automatic any single rupee. And even in Azure, you will see some services which are always free for lifetime. Free you are getting. But which service you are getting for 12 months free, which service you are getting for always free? How we get that information? Those information we are getting it by using this particular link, which is mentioned in my PPT. Let me open this particular link. Taking some time. That. Scroll down. See here, the 200 credit, you are getting it for these countries we are getting. Here are the country details. And which services? Here are the services details. We can see all services. Here are the services. See, we have a service called Advisor. Unlimited free, always free. Scroll down. Storage, 12 months free. How much? 10 GB, 10 GB we are getting it. So few services you will get for always free, for lifetime also. In few services, you are getting always free, but with some quota. Like we have a service called virtual network, which is always free. 50 virtual networks are. We have a service called VPN gateway, 12 months free, 750 hours per month, and the type is VPN GW. Virtual machine, 12 months free, 750 hours per month, B1S type. They mentioned the type name is called as B1S. Where we get this information about B1S, when we are creating a virtual machine in our upcoming session, there you can see this particular name of this particular type, B1S. Same for virtual machine Windows also. 12 months free, 750 hours, the type is B1S. So here I'm sharing this particular link also in the chat box. With this particular link, you will get which service is coming under your free quota, or here you will get all the information. Here. So for free period and per month quota, how much you are getting it, all the information you have under this particular. And here are all the country details where you will get the information you are getting free quota or not. Definitely all countries are, most of the countries are getting that particular free quota. Now, what is the position of Azure right now in the market? Azure is number 2 client right now, the cloud platform in the market right now. Right now, the number 1 cloud is AWS. But if you compare, now this is actually I'm giving a compare. This is a compare of July 2021 and June 2022. What is the current position of Azure right now? You can see the gap between AWS and Azure in July 2021. But if I show you the gap between AWS and Azure in the month of June 2022, you can see that gap is reduced. AWS is at same position, but Microsoft has reached near about to that. Why? Because Azure is capturing more market right now rather than any other cloud platform which we have in the market right now. And the diagram actually which you are able to, this is market review. We are getting it in every year, in month of June or July, we are getting it. And soon we will get for 2023 also. We didn't receive for 2023. Soon we'll receive for that also. Right now I have for July. So you can see the position of Azure, and here is this position. Right now AWS is number 1, but 100% sure in upcoming 2 to 3 years, Azure is going to be the number 1 cloud in the market. There's a reason. The reason is Azure is more cheaper than AWS. And definitely every client is looking for a thing where they can save their money. So Azure is cheaper than AWS. So that is why every clients are switching to Azure rather than they are going to AWS. So this is the current situation of Azure we have in the market. Now coming to this list of services which we are going to cover in this particular session. These are services which we are going to cover in this particular training. Let's count how many services which we are going to cover. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 services. These are the total 22 services which we are going to cover in this particular training. Duration for this particular course is 45 days. Each session is going to near about 1 hour. It can be more than 1 hour also, depend on your questions, guys. And we are only going to take sessions from Monday to Friday. No session on Saturday and Sunday. Session timing is as per our scheduled time. Start time is always at 7 a.m. IST. Each session we are going to record and we are going to share the recording with our paid candidates. Course fees is 5,900. Course content link I have already shared in the chat box, or if you are in the WhatsApp group, you can check the WhatsApp group description also. There also you will get the course content link. And after completion of this particular course, if you want to go for any certification, you can go for a certification AZ104. And before that, if you see, there's one more certification, it is mentioned in my PPT that you can go for AZ900, but it is an optional certification. You don't need to go to any of the fundamental certification before these associate certification. Yeah, if you're having a coupon where you'll get completely a coupon, that 100% discount you are getting, because some companies are providing also to their employees, then you can go with AZ900. Otherwise, if you want to pay your money, I'm recommending don't go for AZ900. Directly, you can go for the associate certification. Next, what are the things you will get from my side if you're going to join this particular training? Live training, recordings, training PPTs. For this particular training, I'm going to use some PPTs. These are the PPTs which I'm going to use, and total 89 PPTs I'm going to use for this particular training. In this 89 PPTs, 87 PPTs we are learning it. In 88 PPT, we have one small project. That one I'm going to show you at the end of the training. And you will get some sample resumes also from my side. You will get a quiz also from my side. With the help of this quiz, you can check your knowledge, whatever you have learned. You can just test your knowledge also. So these things like dump, document, sample resumes, interview question, quiz, you will get at the end of the training. And even in this training, I have already told in starting of the training also, we are going to learn some Linux commands also. So we are not going in much more depth for Linux command because this is Azure training, not Linux training. So we are going to learn about some basic Linux commands also. But after that, if you want to learn more about those Linux command, at the end of the training, I'm going to share some details also. With the help of that, you can learn all the Linux commands, whichever we have from A to Z. So you can learn those Linux commands also from there. Basic commands, we are going to learn few basic commands, but in more depth, you can learn by yourself also. So this is what you will get from my side if you are going to join this particular training. Even I share some details also in the chat box. Just a minute. I have shared one email also in the chat box. You can check that image also. So in that image also, I have mentioned it. What are the things you will get from my side if you're going to join this particular training? Same details which I've given to you. It is mentioned in my images. So this is what we have from my side regarding the demonstration. Any question anyone have? Please let me know. And in tomorrow's session, I'm going to show you how you can create your Azure account also. Yes, you can unmute. Yes, you can ask your question, ma'am. Daneshwar, I'm not able to hear you. Daneshwar, are you able to hear me? You have already unmuted yourself. Daneshwar, if like you have some issue with your mic, please resolve, then you can raise your hand. Yes, Zafar, you can unmute.
Hi, Keith. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, I'm good. How are you?
I am also good. Ankit, I have a question. I am living in Canada right now.
Mhm.
Okay. So how can I have access to this course if I'm taking this course, and how you could it's a live training or just like a recorded
So
lecture?
this is completely a live training. Like if you just
Okay.
remember here, just some few minutes before I've shown you things,
Mhm.
what you will get. That is why clearly mentioned live training also you will get.
Okay. And do you have labs we do lab environment,
You need
so
to
we can
create your,
practice it?
Zafar, you need to create your Azure account for your practice purpose. And whenever you have any doubt while practicing, if you have any question while practice, you can email me anytime.
Okay, okay. And
I'm
one more
sharing my
question.
email ID. Just a minute, I'm sharing my email ID in the chat box. Okay.
Okay,
To this email, you can mention it. Make sure whenever, Zafar, you're going to email me, you're going to mention your batch number. So I got the information you are from which batch, how much knowledge I have given to you. Based on that, I'm going to reply you. Okay. And this particular batch number is 140.
149.
Yes. So make sure whenever you're going to email me, in your subject line, just mention it, or in your email, in the starting, please mention that batch number is 149.
Okay. And
Okay.
when this batches started, like it started now or?
Today is the first
Mm,
day. We have started this back. Today the first day. We didn't start anything learning about Azure. We have just given an introduction about Azure and what are the things you will get from my side, what we are going to learn in this particular training. Those things we have just discussed today.
okay. And I am living in Canada, so how can I pay for this fees
Okay,
for
so
the
for
course?
this one, I'm going to share the link in the chat box of it. Just a minute. And you can access this particular course by using our website called logiclabstech.com also. Or even
Mhm.
if you scroll down our website, we have a mobile app also. For
Okay,
iOS also, even for Android also both. You can access this particular course by using these link also.
okay, okay.
Okay. And
And what?
just a minute, just a minute.
Okay,
I'm sharing the link in the chat box. Here is a particular link, which I'm going to share in the chat box. Okay.
okay, okay. And do we need to pay in the dollars or like Indian rupees?
No, if you're from India, then you can pay Indian rupees. If you're outside of India, you need to pay in dollars.
Can you please give me any idea like how much dollar we need to pay for this course?
72 US dollars.
Okay, okay.
If you want to pay in Indian rupees, you can drop email to our support team. They will share bank details with
Mhm.
you. Okay. Then you can pay in our bank account.
Okay, okay.
Okay. But in that particular case, you need to again create an account in our website. You need to share your credentials with our website. Then they are going to assign that particular course from the backend to you.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Like this, you can do that.
Okay, okay. And one last thing, do we
Yes.
need any requirement for the particular hardware or any software? Because I have a MacBook, so is it compatible with this?
Yes, you can. You just need to get installed Git in your system to practice something. And even if you're
Mhm.
not installing that also, that is also okay. Because in your system, you have a default terminal. You
Right.
can even access that also. You don't want to install anything, that is okay. If you want to install, you can install Git in your system. How to install it? I'll share some link in our upcoming session. By checking that particular link, you can go for it. It's not mandatory even. You don't need to install anything. Without that also, you can just go for it.
Okay, okay. And tomorrow, the class timing are the same?
Class timings are always same from first day to last day, 7 a.m. start time.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay, okay, Ankit. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes,
Thank you.
Srinivas.
Yeah, Ankit, good morning.
Good morning, Srinivas.
I have one question. What is difference between AWS DevOps and Azure DevOps? Because I did the, okay.
Yeah, continue, Michelle.
Yeah, I did the AWS DevOps, but should I do the Azure DevOps as well, or should I continue with this Azure admin?
Okay. There's actually a huge difference in AWS DevOps and Azure DevOps. I just want to know whatever the AWS DevOps you have learned, what you have learned in AWS DevOps, Srinivas.
I have did the Sunil's course, that is AWS DevOps of
Okay,
6 months ago.
It
That
means you
is,
didn't learn, you have done Sunil AWS course. It means you didn't learn the important things in AWS DevOps also, because Sunil is not teaching those things in AWS DevOps. You have learned Docker. You have
yes,
learned Kubernetes. You
yes,
have learned Kubernetes on Google GCP.
yes,
Am I right?
correct.
But nowadays, when you're applying for a jobs, the
Mhm.
person who's looking for a person who work on Kubernetes in AWS, or a person who work on Azure, because Azure and AWS have their own Kubernetes services also. So you need to know how to create that particular Kubernetes also in Azure. You need to know how to create that Kubernetes service in AWS also.
Okay.
Commands are same, but first of all, you need to create that particular service in cloud platform. Then you are able to work on it.
Okay.
Okay, like whenever you are creating an image,
Mhm.
you can store your images also in Docker Hub.
Yes.
But you know that we can store our images in Azure also, in AWS also.
Yes.
So those things also you will learn. You need to actually need to know in AWS DevOps also, in Azure DevOps also. Okay. Now
Okay.
I'll give in more details. In Azure, okay, first of all, go with AWS. You have learned Jenkins.
Hmm.
Jenkins is CI/CD tool. Am I right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
In Azure, we don't need to use Jenkins. Why? Because Azure have its own inbuilt services also, called Azure repos. AWS have also their own Jenkins tool. They have their own pipeline tool also, AWS pipeline. But
Hmm.
very rarely those clients are using right now AWS inbuilt options. Right now, clients are preferring Azure. Why? Because Azure have their own tools and which are very widely used, and they are very good tools which they have in Azure.
Okay.
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 So the main difference is in AWS right now, clients are using only third-party tools. In
Okay.
Azure, with third-party tools, they are using their own tools also.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Thank
the one which you have learned, AWS DevOps also, you need to have some more information also. Srinivas, try to learn those things also.
Mhm.
Kubernetes on AWS and Docker registry on AWS.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you check my AWS DevOps course content, in that one, you will get those things also.
Okay.
Because
Sure.
in the end, when you're going to apply for jobs, you can't say that you have worked on GCP Kubernetes.
Mhm.
Okay. You need to have that AWS Kubernetes knowledge also, how to create those things also.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Daneshwar, you can unmute. Daneshwar, you can unmute yourself. You have already unmuted. I'm not able to hear you, Daneshwar. Then if you look like you have some issue, you can drop your question in the chat box. Yes,
Hello.
Shekhar. Yes, Dinesh, now I'm able to hear you.
Okay. So my question is that what would be the validity of recorded session that you are going to share with us?
Lifetime.
Okay.
No download option. For recordings, notes you can download. The notes which we are going to share it, notes you can download, but recordings you can't download. You have lifetime access.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And
Okay.
so you will make sure that there won't be any timing conflict with your upcoming AWS classes with this class, right?
Definitely don't. At 7 a.m. I can take only one batch. I can't take 7 a.m. multiple
Okay.
batches. Definitely the batch whichever I'm going to start, definitely that will be the different time.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, Shekhar.
Yeah, Aniket. How are you?
Ankit, Shekhar.
Ankit, okay, sorry.
Yes, Shekhar.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good actually. Yeah, I thinking so many months onwards I am planning to attend this Azure, I think. In my company also they started, but I'm a technical guy actually, Oracle Apps technical.
Oh, that's good. I was also a technical Oracle Labs techno-functional 8 years before. Like
Okay,
earlier, I said that I worked in Oracle Labs.
but
You're working on technical or functional, both.
both techno-functional actually, Oracle
Which
Apps.
module? Finance or
Finance
SEO?
and operations.
Oh,
Actually, I'm
finance and
supporting.
operations.
Supporting work more.
I worked only on finance module, GL,
Yeah,
AP, AR, only on these
APR,
modules.
irresistible. Okay, okay. Uh,
Yes, Shekhar.
yeah, for me, actually, this is admin, right? I'm looking for a technical. That is a 203, right? Azure.
Yes.
Which one is suitable for the technical guys? That's why
So
Azure.
if I like earlier, as you said that your Oracle application in technical one, this is completely different thing. You are
Okay.
getting it. You
Okay.
are from not you are from Oracle Labs where you know SQL and PLSQL.
Yes. Yes.
You are not in much more depth for that as per the developers one.
Okay.
So this developers one is majorly for those people. Those are like Python developer, Java developers. These are look for those things actually.
Yes. Yeah.
But you are not that developer, Shekhar. You are Oracle Apps developer.
Yes.
Okay. So that which is not much suitable for you, Shekhar.
So what
Okay.
is
As per
the
your previous experience, this is not much suitable for you.
okay?
Admin one is more suitable as per your previous experience. That is why 8 years before I have choose associate option. Admin option I have choose.
No, admin, this is only for DBA people can,
No.
No, not like that.
No, in this one also we are creating something. We are creating virtual machines. We are managing those virtual machines. We are creating virtual networks. We are managing those virtual networks. All these things we need to create and we need to manage those things.
Okay.
No, it's not like that. Only DBS can learn this. Anyone can learn this.
Azure, no, I heard, but outside Azure admin is most related DBA, they're maintaining servers,
No,
creating servers like that.
no, not like that.
Okay. After this also we can learn, right? That is a developer, Azure developer also.
Yes, you can. But if I talk about the jobs, Shaker, as compared to admin jobs and developer job, you will find more jobs in the admin as compared to developers.
But
like if I talk about it, admin, we have 100 jobs. In developer one, you might be just find 15 to 20 jobs.
Okay.
So this much of huge gap you will find in the market as compared to admin and the developers one. Even after this session, you can check on Google also. You will see the difference.
Okay, Ankit. Actually, I have more experience. Almost I'm near 15 years experience. So can I get the jobs in Azure admin if you are learning now? See, that
May I
is
know in which company you're working, Shekhar?
I'm in MG Road only, that product-based company. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not aware of that company. I just want to know, is that company have cloud projects?
Yeah, is there Azure just started
Okay.
actually that cloud project?
Now, I have a good suggestion for you, not just for Shekhar, for everyone. If your company is already having it Azure projects, after completion of the training, fill the IGP and switch your project.
Okay, okay.
With this, what happened? Let's say example, Shekhar, you saying that 15 years of experience you have.
Yes.
Okay. You work 2 more years in cloud. Total
Yes.
17 years experience now you have.
Yes.
Whenever you're applying for jobs next time, after 2 years,
Okay.
let's say example, you put that last 5 years you worked in or in cloud and 10 years you worked in some other technology.
Okay.
So you will, 12 years, sorry, here, not 10 years, 12 years. So you will get a better package definitely in upcoming days.
So 5 years means Azure and 12 years is Oracle. Like the
Oracle, you can put that in first 12 years you worked in Oracle, and from last 5 years you're working on
Azure.
Azure. Like this, you can put in your resumes, because whenever Shekhar's company is going to check your that did you work in that company, they're not checking the technology, they just check that did you work in that company or not. The only thing they are checking.
Okay.
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 Any more questions, Shekhar?
That was Sangeet. Actually, I'm confusing actually. Which one is suitable for me, like that, admin or developer?
We both are from same background, Shekhar.
You are teaching this one also, 203?
No.
No.
We are not teaching it. Even we are in our training institute also, we are not teaching right now.
Definitely we'll get jobs, right? Ankit, this one?
Yeah, jobs definitely you will get, but as compared to associate one, developers is having less jobs in the market.
Which one? Compared to 203, 104 is more.
AZ104 is having more jobs compared to 203. There is a reason also, because after 104, we have 2 options. After 104, I can go to DevOps, I can go to expert level. But after developer, we have only one single option. I need to go to DevOps.
Okay, this also you are going to teach, and 400 and
DevOps, I'm teaching it.
Okay, okay.
Not 305. DevOps, I'm teaching, right?
Okay, that is separate again, right? Training?
Yeah, that's a different course. After this one, the next step is DevOps one you can go for.
So maybe after learning this 104 and 400 is advantage, right? We have to learning this one also.
Definitely, yes. Like earlier I said that if you go with both, you will get a better package also.
Oh, weight is also more, I think, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. That is Azure DevOps. So how many? That is on 45 days or?
Sorry, 45 days. Duration is same for both. 45 days for admin plus 45 days for DevOps. Like if I say that total 90 days.
Okay.
For both.
For certification wise, this is how much that is easy, or we have to struggle more this admin and Azure?
No, you don't need too much. We are providing the dumps at the end of the training. Okay. With the help of dump, you can easily clear the certification.
We can clear the easily, right, Ankit?
Easily. These are just like a objective questions you are getting. It 4 options you will get. From those 4 options, you need to select one option. Okay, it's very simple.
How much certification fee now?
4,800 rupees they are going to charge you.
4,800.
Yes, 4,800 rupees they are charging you for this one. And even at the end of the training, I'll give some trick also. With that particular trick, might be you will get a discount also.
Okay, okay.
At the end of the training, we'll give you the option also.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Ankit, you don't mind, you can share me your number.
I'm sharing my email ID. You can email me anytime. Don't worry about that. You can email me anytime.
Okay, okay.
Okay. But make sure whenever you're going to email me, mention your batch number 140.
Yeah, sure, sure. Why is this? What is that? Ayesh and Pawan, what is that? I joined little
bit.
These are
my support teams, support teams. Okay. These are WhatsApp group admins.
Okay, we can call to them, right? Any things?
For technical queries, they are not going to help you, Shekhar.
Not they are just I want to talk with you some regarding this issue. Support I send a mail. You are not replied. I'm waiting 2-3 days. After that, I call to these guys and
you don't worry about that. You will get a reply from my side.
No,
you don't need to worry about don't worry about that one. Don't think about that. I'm not going to. But might be you will not get a reply in 10 minutes. But yes, in 1 or 2 or 3, 4 hours, 100%.
Actually, I'm getting late. Actually, just I want to searching the jobs actually and switch off.
Don't think about that. I'm not going to reply.
Yeah.
Don't think about this.
Yeah.
I think you are the person who talks to my team member also that I'm going to reply or not to Pawan. I think so.
Pawan, no. I joined today only. Just half an hour.
Okay, one person is talk with them. If Ankit is not replying, is to whom we can contact. The person is told that yes, you can contact to us also, but don't worry, 100% you will get a reply. But yes, might be you'll get a little delay of the reply because of my busy with some work or my busy with some other replies. But 100% you will get a reply. Okay.
Okay, Ankit.
Any more questions, Shekhar?
Yeah, that's all. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Pani Ravindra, you can unmute.
Hey, good morning, Ankit.
Good
Pani.
morning.
So, Ankit, I'm having background of SQL DBA, almost 10 plus experience.
Okay.
So, I was thinking whether to go under Azure DBA or Azure DevOps side. Which one you suggest?
Now, if I compare the jobs, as compare jobs, definitely DevOps is having more jobs as compared to the DBA part. Database administrator, definitely DevOps is having more jobs. Okay. So as per my suggestion, if I talk about the more opportunities where you'll get a better package or more opportunities, then you can go with these things.
Or do you want me to take both?
Yes, I always suggest go with the first admin one, then go with the DevOps one. So you'll get a better package and you will get more opportunities also in the market.
Okay. See, now
As compared to any other certification, whichever we have in Azure, these two are having more jobs.
Okay, see, you course-wise, topics-wise, you cover everything. So, while coming to interview standpoint or cracking the job, any assistance or any guidance will be given?
You will get some interview questions from our side at the end of the training. With that, you can easily clear the interview also. And regarding the jobs, we are going to share job details in our Telegram group. Whenever we get some opportunities, we are sharing job details in our Telegram group. So by checking those one, you can apply.
Okay.
Okay.
So, how do we project ourselves and move our resume from existing one?
So that is for those things. I'm sharing sample resumes also.
Okay.
Okay, you will get some sample resumes. With the help of those sample resumes, you can build your own resume also.
Okay, so first DBA followed by DevOps. That's what you suggest.
No, first admin,
That is
then
first aid.
DevOps.
Yeah. Okay.
First
All right.
AZ104, then go with the DevOps. Okay, or you can go with first DevOps, then admin. Any sequence, whichever you want to go, you can go for it. But the best sequence, like earlier I said, that admin, then after that, DevOps.
So learning wise, DevOps, is it?
It's
without
very
with no-
easy. It's
no
very
background?
easy.
Okay.
Not much difficult. It's very easy. The only thing is, whatever we are going to teach you, you just need to practice it. And your doubts you can clear. It's very easy. You can go for it.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Radhashik.
Hi, Ankit. So like I have eight plus experience in the C#. .NET. So I'm a developer. So right now I want to switch to the Azure development side. So like if I land AZ104 and AZ400 is enough, right? For
Yes.
getting the new job.
100% yes, you can go for it.
Yeah, and also like in my company we have like they trained us like some trainings like AZ204 and they given AZ108 like that. Is that fundamentals or what? Is
Which
that
one?
helpful? AZ204.
Oh, actually, developer one is upgrade to 204 right now, I think so.
Okay.
So this one is the one. Is it 108? I'm not sure. Any of the certification is updated or not. I'm not sure about that right now. But these are the one is still not updated. These are the one as still same. AZ104 and AZ400 are the same one right now.
Yeah, okay, fine. So like, is it helpful, right, for Azure 104 and 400?
Definitely, yes. They're going to help you
Yeah, like so we have like AZ 500, that all are different modules, right? Like
Definitely, yeah. These are the different modules we have. It's a services actually, we can say, or you can
Okay.
call it modules also. Under that, you are getting different services.
Okay, so like so if we learn, this means like suppose in some other companies, if they focus on AZ 500 like that, is it helpful 104?
No, definitely in that one, it is not going to help you because there is that other different things we are going to use it. But if I talk about most of the companies will work on these two things only.
Okay. Okay.
Means if I talk about, you'll find 100 jobs in Azure, 80 to 90% jobs you will find on these two things.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Ankit.
Any more questions?
Yeah, no. So it is fine, right, for switching to the cloud side from .NET?
Definitely, yes, Radhashekhar. We are already a developer. You can also switch to DevOps part also, which actually help you to enhance your career with more options.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Ankit.
Any more questions, Radhashekhar?
No, I'm good. I'm good, Ankit. Thank you.
Anyone have any more questions? Yes, Panu.
See, what is the difference between other institutes and your institute in offerings wise or the fee wise? So earlier I did some courses also from your institute. So what is the best service you're focusing? I see that so many courses are also implemented when compared to 1.5 years back and now.
Now, I'm not sure about what other institutes is doing it. I know about me what I'm doing it. I'm giving this support to my students. Whenever they have any doubt, they can email me and they are getting that particular doubt clearance. That's what I'm doing it. I'm not about other trainers also, which in logical apps are doing it. I don't know about those, what they are doing it. Okay, I know about me, what I am doing it.
Okay, topics wise, you are covering all the things that specific to the course.
Whichever are required to get a job, those things which we are covering in this particular trend.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone have any more questions? Okay. Yes, Vinu Babu, you can unmute. Yes, Vinu. Vinu, I'm not able to hear you. Vinu, look like you have some issue with your mic. Please resolve that issue. Yes, Hussein, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi, Hussein.
Will be the schedule be the same or it's going to change? It's 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Start time is always 7 a.m. That timing is not going to change. Start time is 7 a.m.
Okay.
Okay.
Sundays will be excluded, right?
Monday to Friday only. No session on Saturday and Sunday. So you have 2 days for practice. At that time, you can, if you have any doubt, you can email me on Saturday and Sunday also.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Vinu, you can unmute again. Vinu, I'm not able to hear you. Vinu, your mic, you have some issue with your mic. Vinu, you can do one thing. I just want to end the session here. You can email me your question. I'll reply because you have some issue with your mic. I'm not able to hear you. You can email me your question. I'll reply you there. Okay, Vinu? Okay. Thank you for your confirmation. Anyone have any more questions? Yes, Akash.
Am I audible?
Yes, Akash.
Yeah, from which lecture we have to compulsory make the payment? I mean,
First
whether
5 sessions are the demo session.
okay,
After that, you need to pay the payment to join the upcoming sessions. Okay.
okay, and the links of the first 5, I mean, it will
The
be
one which
provided.
you are using right now, the link is same.
Okay, okay,
From the same link you can join. After registration, you get a link on your email.
yeah.
From the same link, you need to join the next 4 sessions also.
Okay, so hopefully this week it will be all the demos.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any more questions, Akash?
No, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so with this, I'm ending this session. In tomorrow's session, I'm going to teach you how you can create your Azure account. And then if time permits, definitely we'll start our first service called virtual machine. Thank you all. Thank you for joining the today's session. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thank you.